My name is Sam Lewis. I'm the Director of Gardens here at the Old Stone House. We're in Brooklyn on the border between Park Slope and Gowanus. And as you can see behind me, there's a lot going on in the park every day. The park is filled with toddlers and their caregivers. And then there are just people like me who come here to do the garden work. This garden is organized into a couple distinct different areas. And it's a permaculture garden, which was founded 15 years ago by permaculturalist Claudia Joseph. There are a lot of edible plants in here. There are a lot of native and wild perennials. There are a lot of medicinal plants. There are a lot of useful plants that would have been used in the colonial times. This area of the garden is what we call our dooryard garden. We call it the dooryard garden because in Dutch colonial times, people would have planted lots of useful plants for the kitchen close to the house. So maybe they would have had herbs, maybe they would have had a couple vegetable plants, something that they could go outside quickly and cut. I'm standing in front of our brand new tool lending library, which was funded by our city council member, Brad Lander. The Garden Train organization got some funding together with the help of council member Brad Lander to buy the tools, build the shed, and we've already had a bunch of school groups come and borrow tools. So right now we're standing in our picnic garden, and we call it our picnic garden because there are picnic tables in here. It's shady. It's a really good place for people to come and gather and have lunch together, or sometimes kids host birthday parties here. And spring is one of the most beautiful times in the picnic garden. I mean, look at this lilac. It smells so good. I wish you could smell it. It's incredible. I also want to talk about some of our educational programs here at the Old Stone House. We have a program called the Garden Explorers Program. There are 2 pods of 8 children each who come to the garden on Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. Sometimes they help us with planting projects. Sometimes they help us turn the compost piles. So here at the Old Stone House, we also have a really robust and active compost club. Ever since the Department of Sanitation stopped collecting household food scraps, we've had a lot of community members asking us if they can bring their food scraps here. And so we're really thankful for the Green Relief funding because that helped us hire a compost coordinator who sets up a booth at every Sunday farmers market here at the Old Stone House and accepts food scraps from community members. And it's really fulfilling a big need in the community. And so we're really happy that we can do our part to reduce carbon emissions, reduce waste, and reduce the amount of trash that's going straight to the landfills. So one of the projects that we just finished was we installed this automatic irrigation system. So come and look at this. This black line is buried under all of the pathways here. The black line connects to brown tubing. The brown tubing has tiny little, almost invisible holes in it, which emit water at a rate of 1 gallon per hour. And this whole system is going to be connected to an automatic irrigation timer. So basically, we set the timer to come on every morning for an hour or maybe 2 hours. And that'll give us a lot more time to focus on other projects. It'll give us more time to make the garden better, to refine the plants that are already here, to do more planting. And so we're really excited that we have our first irrigation system here at the Old Stone House. We've also been donating a lot of the food that we grow in this garden to local food pantries. And there are also a lot of community refrigerators which are popping up all over the neighborhood. Community refrigerators are open to the public, and anyone can drop food off as a donation, and anyone can go there and take food if they're in need. So these garlics are going to be donated to some of the community refrigerators. There's one right here on 3rd Street called the Gowanus Community Fridge, and there's another one on 6th Street in Park Slope, which is right outside a local coffee shop. So come and follow me. I want to show you our potting shed. It's right here. It's this little house with a wire frame on it, and it's covered in this incredible Concord grapevine. And the leaves on this grapevine are just starting to come now. This grapevine makes the most delicious fruit. Last year, we were all eating it. We donated some of the fruit and we saved some for us too. It's really, really good. This is what a permaculture garden is all about. It's kind of like controlled chaos, where all the plants are growing together and competing for space. They're flowering, they're blooming, they're producing fruit. There's a ground cover layer, there's a canopy layer above us, there's this mid layer of fruiting plants. Claudia Joseph, the founder of these gardens, did a really good job in designing the areas and laying out the plants and choosing what species of plants that would be perfect for the city conditions here. Thank you all so much for your continued support of the Old Stone House. If I could, I would give you this bouquet as a thank you gift and you could put it in your house to think of us all the time. We have these beautiful irises that we grew here, the comfrey plants, a little daffodil hiding in there. And this is the kind of thing we like to do for our community members. Our garden volunteers go home with a bouquet of flowers, and we're really grateful for everything you do. So here's a bouquet of flowers to say thank you.